How do rising freight prices and inflation impact consumer prices? Global freight hubs have been under pressure due to congestion, rising freight prices of the COVID-19 pandemic. All adding to the backlog will be the possible rerouting of fleets due to the shutting down of shipping lanes to Russia and Ukraine. Inflation has also been a hot topic for economic analysts since the middle of 2021, impacting everything from fuel, sugar, furniture, semiconductors, and now with the Russian-Ukraine conflict exacerbating the pressure on the supply-demand matrix for the wheat and grain sector as well. For the average consumer, inflation could put pressure on their hip pockets, with wages not keeping up with the rising prices of goods and services. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm Sage for kalkinemedia. Australia's September quarter CPI, or Consumer Price Index, rose 0.8%, reading through to an annualised rate of 3%, the highest in 6 years, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. However, Australia's GDP grew in the December quarter significantly. In the United States, inflation for October 2021 was reported at 6%, the fastest growth in 30 years, as the economy recovered from lockdowns and embraced spending programs. However, as more positive economic data, including decreased inflation and an increase in jobs, have given the US Federal Reserve the indication that a rate hike could be imperative, and the commodity and energy sectors are unstable as they are spiking due to the effects of war rather than organic economic growth. The United States will be releasing its CPI data on the 10th of March, and CPI measures the weighted average urban consumers pay for a standardised market basket of goods and services. It is reported monthly by the Bureau of Labour Statistics. Share prices have risen through the year, pushing price-earnings ratios for non-discretionary retail stocks to 40 to 80% above their historical averages, according to large and mid-cap equities research house MST Marquee. This is where investors have to understand whether they are investing in good companies and also whether the price they are paying for the company relates positively to the company's revenue versus market capitalisation ratio, and looking for things like growth prospects and revenue trajectory. Coca-Cola is an interesting example here because it is a good company in regards to its management of accounting, but due to heavy competition in the space, they often have to keep prices low and have high advertising costs, where its revenue doesn't increase much. Although inflation can lead to a spike in the retail stocks, continued inflation does put pressure on consumer spending, as mentioned previously, if wages can't keep up, resulting in retailers lowering prices to stimulate buying, which leads to deflation. Now, in the United Kingdom, the Russia-Ukraine crisis will make inflation persist rather than be a passing phenomenon, with the already hiked energy prices in the UK's heavy reliance on Russian gas and other commodities. MST Marquee analysts predict that global economies will be deliberating higher price inflation for most of 2022 and even into 2023 until there is any sign of supply chains regaining momentum. Data from MST Marquee showed that shipping rates had a historic rise, increasing 400% since 2019. Now, analysts from MST Marquee said in their own words, shipping freight rates mean the majority of household goods will see meaningful inflation. And that was Craig Wolford, a senior analyst at MST. Although down today, the Gap retail and Bed Bath and Beyond rose significantly at the end of last week, and whilst the S&P 500 in the US sunk 3% early on in the week. And today, the 10th of March at 3:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Macy's is up about 4.3%. And for the Australian investors, Harvey Norman, JB Hi-Fi and Coles Group will be on the watch list. RNC Ventures, owned by billionaire Ryan Cohen, the force behind the meme stock GameStop rallying at the beginning of 2021, disclosed his 10% stake in Bed Bath and Beyond, and that could be the reason for its spike earlier this week. Thanks for joining us on this report. If you do like the information, let us know by liking, sharing, commenting on the video below. Subscribe to the channel and do press the bell icon. You'll be notified of the latest videos from Kalkine. For more articles like this, head to the website. It's kalkinemedia.com. I'm Sage for Kalkinemedia.